Hi students, so in this video let us discuss about trigonometric equations. So let us start a new topic, trigonometric equations. So this is the definition of trigonometric equation. So before going to definition, let us have the introduction of how or what is a trigonometric equation. So basically we know that if you write ax plus b is equal to 0, this represents a linear equation with variable x. So if we write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, this represents a second degree or quadratic equation. So with variable x. Now in place of these variables x, if we have trigonometric functions, then that equation will be called as trigonometric equation. Like we have polynomial equations in algebraic functions with variables x or y or some t like that. So when we have an equation in which the variable is replaced by a trigonometric function, that equation is called a trigonometric equation. So for example, in place of x, if I take a sin theta plus b is equal to 0, in place of x I am taking sin theta. So this is the equation involving trigonometric function where theta is the variable angle here. Now theta can be replaced with different angles. Theta is the variable angle. This is called as trigonometric equation. So in this one, if I replace x with cos theta for example, now this is the trigonometric equation in terms of cos theta with variable angle theta. So here comes the definition. Now have a glance at it. An equation involving trigonometric functions like we have written here with variable angle. Theta is the variable angle here. In place of theta we can take different angles. Is called as trigonometric equation. Just like polynomial equation, when these variables are replaced with trigonometric functions, we get trigonometric equations. Now, for example, if we take this equation, the value of x which satisfies this equation will be solution. Similarly, when we take trigonometric equations like these two examples, the value of the variable angle theta which satisfies this equation will be called as solution of this particular trigonometric equation. The value of the variable angle theta, whatever variable angle we are using, which satisfies the equation, is called as solution of the trigonometric equation. For example, when we write sin theta is equal to some 1 by 2, this is also a trigonometric equation. Now what are the values of theta which satisfies this? So sin theta 1 by 2. 1 by 2 obtained for 30 degrees. Sin theta 1 by 2 means it is positive. We know that sin theta is positive in first or second quadrant. Therefore in first quadrant we have one angle like 30 degrees, and in second quadrant 180 minus 30 means 150. So sin theta is positive. First quadrant we have one solution. Second quadrant we have one solution. The values of theta satisfying the equation, these are the solutions. And we know that trigonometric functions are cyclic functions. That is, for every 360 degrees or 2 pi radians, the function values will be repeating. If 30 degrees satisfies this equation, 360 plus 30, that is 390, also satisfies the equation, because sine of 360 plus 30 is sine 30 only. So if 150 is satisfying this equation, 360 plus 150, that means 510 degrees also satisfies the equation. Now this is another set of two solutions. So actually the function will be cyclic function. So again you add 360, that also satisfies the equation. So 390 plus 360, that means 750, that also satisfies the equation. Excuse me. 510 degrees plus 360, that means 870, this also satisfies the equation. So like that we keep on adding 360 degrees, the solution will keep on coming. All these satisfies the given trigonometric equation. So all these are called as solutions of this trigonometric equation. Therefore, for any trigonometric equation, we have infinite solutions. So set of all solutions satisfying a particular trigonometric equation are called as solutions, and which can be written as a solution set. So set of all solutions satisfying the particular trigonometric equation can be called as solution set. So for example, if you take cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. Of course this is positive. So cos theta is positive means theta will be in first or fourth quadrants. So in first quadrant 1 by 2 is obtained for 60 degrees, whereas in fourth quadrant this will come for 360 minus 60. Fourth quadrant means we can write 360 minus 60. So this is first set of two solutions between 0 and 2 pi. Now clearly this is a cyclic function. So 360 degrees the values will be repeating. So 60 satisfies the equation means 360 plus 60. 420 degrees also satisfies. 300 plus 360. So 660 degrees also satisfies. This is second set of solutions. So like this we get infinite solutions satisfying this particular equation. The set of all these solutions satisfying the particular trigonometric equation will be called as solution set. So for any trigonometric equation, the values of the variable angle satisfying the equation will be called as solution. And for any trigonometric equation, there will be infinite solutions. The set of all solutions will be called as solution set. But actually, to write all the solutions like this for any trigonometric equation becomes difficult. So therefore, we will try to write an expression or formula which represents all the solutions of the particular trigonometric equation, which is called as general solution. Now general solution is actually an expression or formula which represents all this equation. So when we write the formula, using that formula we can actually get all the solutions. That will be called as general solution. So before going to general solution, let us discuss about particular solutions or principal solutions. Okay, so what is actually the principal solution? For example, if we take this trigonometric equation, that is for sine function, principal solution will be a unique value in a particular interval satisfying the given trigonometric equation. So when we take sine function, a unique value lying in this interval, a unique value of the variable angle, that means unique value of theta in this interval satisfying the trigonometric equation will be called as principal solution. So what is the principal solution of this particular equation? It will be 30 degrees or pi by 6 radians. Because for this equation, 30 degrees is the only angle in this particular interval satisfying the equation. So principal solution is always unique. in the given interval. So for any sine function, a unique value of theta lying in this interval satisfying the particular equation will be called as principal solution. When we come to cos function, so here unique value of theta lying in the interval 0 to pi satisfying the trigonometric equation is called as principal solution. So for sine function interval is different, for cos function interval is different, because for principal solution actually the solution must be unique. So whatever interval we are taking, actually the trigonometric function values must not repeat in that particular interval. So in this particular interval, sine function values are not going to repeat, because between minus pi by 2 and 0 in this particular interval, sine theta will be negative, means negative values you will get. In the interval 0 to pi by 2, sine theta will be positive. So in this interval you will get negative values, in this interval you will get positive values. So therefore there is no question of repetition. And 0 to pi by 2 means sine theta values will be 0 to 1. In this interval sine theta values will be minus 1 to 0. Okay, including 0. There is no question of repetition. And same here. So when we take cos function, between 0 and pi by 2, cos function values will be positive. Including 0 I am writing. Okay. And between pi by 2 to pi, cos function values will be negative. So in this interval, 0 to 1 values of cos you will get. In this interval you will get minus 1 to 0. There is no question of repetition. Why we cannot take same interval for this one? You cannot take, because between minus pi by 2 0 and 0 to pi by 2, the cos function values will repeat. Because in this interval also cos function will be positive only. In this interval also cos function is positive. Means if you take the same interval for cos function, the values of cos theta will be repeated actually in this interval. You can't take that interval. So for different functions, different intervals we will be taking, such that the principal solution will be unique. Means the function values must not repeat in that particular interval. So for example, if you take tan function, like I take tan theta is equal to 1. For this tan theta is equal to 1, principal solution means an angle lying in this interval. So it is same as sine function interval, but we are taking open brackets here, because tan theta is not defined for pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. We are not including the n values. So principal solution for this function will be an angle lying in this interval and satisfying the equation. Of course, principal solution must be unique. That means there must be only one angle in this interval. So what is that angle? Theta is equal to pi by 4. So like that, for reciprocal functions of sine, cos and tan also, we can actually define the principal solution intervals. For example, if we take cot function, cot can be written as cos by sine, you know very well. Just to remember, the cot function principal solution interval will be same as this numerator function, means cos. So will be same as 0 to pi, but open brackets will take, because 0 and pi cot function is not defined. Therefore the principal solution interval for cot function is 0 to pi open brackets. When we take cosecant function, you know cosecant is reciprocal of sine. So same as sine function principal solution interval we will take, like minus pi by 2, pi by 2 we will take same interval, but except 0, because for 0 cosecant is not defined, we know. Now when we take secant function, the principal solution interval for secant function is same as its reciprocal function cos. That means 0 to pi only, but except pi by 2, because for pi by 2 secant function is not defined. So these are the intervals for principal solutions that we have to remember. In this particular intervals, the values of that particular function will be unique, means they will not repeat. That principal solution intervals we have to remember. So let us write all the principal solutions in a table now. Okay, so this is the consolidated table which shows the principal solution interval for different trigonometric functions. So for sin theta, the principal solution of theta must be in this interval. That means in this interval you will get a unique value of theta satisfying this equation. For cos theta, the unique value of theta satisfying the equation will be 0 to pi, in the interval 0 to pi. Now when you remember these two, automatically we can actually remember shortcuts for remaining 4 trigonometric functions, like tan means sin by cos. Numerator function you remember. So therefore tan principal solution interval will be same as sin by cos, numerator function. Same as sin function, but open brackets we will take, because for minus pi by 2 tan function is not defined. Cot, cos by sin, numerator function. So therefore same as cos. Open brackets, because for 0 and pi cot function is not defined. Secant is reciprocal of cos. So same as cos, interval will be taken as 0 to pi close brackets except pi by 2. For pi by 2 secant is not defined. Cosecant is reciprocal of sine, so same as sine you see. Except 0, because for 0 cosecant theta is not defined. So these are the principal solution intervals that we have to remember. Okay, so let us take some examples how to find the principal solutions. For example, when you have sin theta is equal to 1 by root 2. What is the principal solution? Means what is the angle which lies in this interval? So clearly it is pi by 4. This is the only angle satisfying the equation in that interval. Okay, what happens when you have minus 1 by root 2? So whenever you have negative value, you take negative angle, that's all. Because sin theta will be positive in the interval 0 to pi by 2, and sin theta is negative in the interval minus pi by 2 to 0. Therefore, whenever a negative value is given for sin function, very simple, you take negative angle. So sin theta 1 by root 2 obtained for pi by 4, minus 1 by root 2 obtained for minus pi by 4. So minus pi by 4 is the principal solution. So for sine and tan, the same principle is applicable for both sine and tan. For example, when you take sine theta is equal to 1 by 2, it is obtained for 30 degrees. If sine theta minus 1 by 2 is there, simple principal solution will be taken as minus 30. The same is applicable for tan function also. If tan theta root 3 is there, this is the principal solution interval. Tan theta root 3 means theta 60, you will take principal solution. If tan theta minus root 3 is there, minus 60 is the principal solution. So for positive value, positive angles. For negative value, negative angles. It is as simple as that for tan as well as sine functions. But when you have cos function, the story is different. So when you have cos function, for example, if cos theta is equal to 1 by 2, principal solution is 60 degrees. Cos theta minus 1 by 2, theta is not minus 60. The Because for cos theta, principal solution interval is 0 to pi. So principal solution cannot be negative for cos function. So minus 60 is not your principal solution. So for cos function, what you have to remember is, whenever cos theta is positive, principal solution lies in first quadrant. Whenever cos theta is negative, principal solution lies in second quadrant. So cos theta 1 by 2 60, cos theta minus 1 by 2 lies in second quadrant. Second quadrant means to take 180 minus 60, that's all. For 1 by 2 60 degrees, minus 1 by 2 180 minus 60, that means 120. For example, cos theta is root 3 by 2, 30 degrees is the principal solution. If cos theta minus root 3 by 2 is given, 180 minus 30, second quadrant you have to take. So 150 is the principal solution. So this is a simple technique to find the principal solutions of trigonometric functions. Let us see the general solution of sin theta is equal to 0. So we know that sin theta 0 is satisfied for all multiples of pi. That means theta can be 0, pi, 2 pi, any integral multiple of pi. You can take negative multiples of pi also, like this. So sin theta 0 satisfied for any integral multiple of pi. Therefore, theta is equal to sum n pi, where n is integer, any multiple of pi. So this is the general solution for sin theta is equal to 0. So whenever sin theta is 0, theta must be a multiple of pi, you have to remember. The same applies for tan theta 0 also. Even tan theta 0 is applicable when theta is a multiple of pi. For all multiples of pi, we know that tan theta will be 0. So even for tan theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to n pi is the general solution. When cos theta is equal to 0, cos theta 0 is obtained for all odd multiples of pi by 2. That means theta must be either pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2 or 5 pi by 2 or 7 pi by 2, like this. For all odd multiples of pi by 2, odd number into pi by 2, cos theta will be 0. How can we write this in general form? Theta must be odd multiple, means 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, some odd number into pi by 2. We know that odd number can be represented with 2n plus 1, where n belongs to z. Okay, so sin theta 0, this is the general solution. Tan theta 0, same. Cos theta 0, odd multiple of pi by 2. Okay. And remember, general solution formulas only for these three trigonometric functions. For remaining three trigonometric functions, no need to remember. For example, if you want cosecant theta of general solution, just reciprocate cosecant theta, you will get sin theta. And sin theta general solution we will learn, we will derive, you will use that only. If cot theta equal to something is given, reciprocate, you will get tan theta, use tan theta general solution. So therefore, when we learn general solution formulas for these three functions, it is enough. Remaining three functions are anyhow reciprocals of these. So we can reciprocate the functions and use general solution formulas of the sine, cos and tan. So for sine, cos and tan functions 0, this is the general solution.